something different. I can challenge that post today, in 5 minutes, your perspective about two-wheeler logistics is going to change dramatically. Let's talk about it. So, Quargo is the brand name, backed by Government of Karnataka, among the top teams of Assam in stealth mode. This is probably one of the first time that we are actually coming out completely open, even though the vehicles are in testing. So, let's talk about quickly understanding consumer behavior. If you have to choose one for commuting, you will always choose Tata Nexon and not the Tata Ace. If you have to live with your family, you will not pick up an office space, you will actually use your home where you can establish a family. And this is the reason. There is a purpose for every product that you see, there is a reason for which it has been invented or it has been developed. Similarly, in a two-wheeler segment, each of these products that you see on the screen has got an applicability, whether it be super sports or a commuter or an off-roader, which has been engineered grounds up. It's not that it's randomly just lifted off, collect the parts and just make it. When it comes to two-wheelers for carrying goods, what comes to your mind when you talk about two-wheelers for carrying goods? The only option is this. I'm sure that each of you has seen these many instances everywhere. A box, these are regular vehicles with a box or a bag or anything fit on the back. The problem is that these are all made for humans, not made for carrying load. Just like a Tata Ace is made specifically for carrying load, a two-wheeler for carrying load has not been developed. The problem is that space limitation, safety, security, efficiency, rideability. When Hero Motocorp was inventing an off-roader, they just didn't take up the Passion Pro plug, bullet tires and just try to make a vehicle out of it. They actually developed a completely new platform which is made specifically for the off-roading, and that's what is the right way of doing it. It's an engineered grounds product. Talking about the market size, a lot of people keep asking us that how big is the market? The market is not just e-commerce, it's just 10%. E-commerce is just 10% of what actually is happening on road. I'm sure that you would have seen the tobacco carrier guys or the liquor distribution or a kitchenware or a sanitary ware, urban clap, elevator maintenance. Everybody uses two-wheelers for some form of application, and that's precisely the point. The typically more visible segment is e-commerce indeed, but it is not. It is just 10% of the entire market spectrum that as per our research. So there's a completely vacuum space between the two segments, a three-wheeler and a two-wheeler, which has never been done anywhere in the world. I repeat, it has never been done anywhere in the world, and that's what exactly is the market segment that we are focusing. We spoke to the Porter CEO, we work with a lot of customers across the country and also the world. There is no specific vehicle which has been developed specifically for 20 to 120 kgs or something like that. And that's what precisely is what was the brand doing, that we are creating a niche segment for ourselves to solve the last problem of two-wheeler logistics. How does it look like? That's the world's first two-wheeler cargo platform. It's a high-speed platform which has been developed completely grounds up. It is heavily engineered, heavily researched, and that's why we are in stealth. We have 100 plus patents in 40 countries across the world. This is what is the world of two-wheeler logistics is going to look like when Quargo is going to come out. We are backed by a lot of teams across the world. The Dassault system is our close partner in terms of simulation. Globally, we are working very closely with the global teams of Dassault systems. We work with the Japanese organizations in terms of improving the product. Where we are, there are more than 10 prototypes which are under testing. It's funded by Government of Karnataka. So some of the protos that we are making are actually made with the grant money that has been done. Who are the customers? Practically, you name a throw a brand, everybody is on board. We are heavily testing these products. 15,000 kilometers of testing that has been done in Pune and Bangalore as well. So one of the key highlights which we did last week is this Indian Army. So we did this demo day with the Indian Army, sold out totally. They have asked for the demo products to be given to them to start testing it. So what is the USP? What are we talking about when it comes to the loading perspective? So idea is, when you make trucks, you make long trucks because you want to carry more, and that's exactly the point on a two-wheeler, where when we loaded more than 2 times of the luggage, which is typically done by a regular e-commerce delivery boy. So in one round, you are going to carry 2 times. In one round, you are going to deliver more times. You require half the manpower. You just break down the economics. It just makes sense. When we spoke to Amazon India leadership, Blue Dot India leadership, everybody knows us, they know, they love it, that they are going to cut down their manpower by half. It's not a good thing of cutting down the manpower, but we are talking about for the same manpower also you can double your output. And that's what is the objective. You can see that we just saw in the video that we just loaded empty 2 buckets inside it, and Blue Dart was really impressed with that thing. This is the economics that you require half the number of people to do the same job, and that's what brings a whole lot of efficiency, sustainability, eliminates human labor. Also, this brings a lot of women into the field, because right now we don't want a woman to carry heavy load, and that precisely is the point, that having a gender neutral vehicle will allow the people to be more efficient. You can bring a lot of people into the ecosystem. How we are going to paint the picture? This is how the world is going to look like when Quargo comes about. Tremendous amount of opportunities and use case scenarios. That's what is Quargo's. How big is the vehicle? One quick thing. So that's the size of the vehicle which carries the two. How a sustainable business looks like is the same slide which I presented to Big Basket a couple of weeks back, and they just loved it. 100 plus patents across the world. So building defendable business is about well research, government grant, global idea, blue ocean strategy, first mover advantage, first in the world, 12 SDGs. That's what it was.
Can you talk about your leadership team? I'm sorry if you mentioned it, I forgot.
So, sorry, I didn't know. So, yeah. So I come, Vijay is the founder, he's based out of Bangalore. Okay, thank you. So Vijay Praveen is the founder, he has a formal corporate experience of 17 years, ran a car and bike customization business, something similar to Dilip Chavadia. I have been into the industry 12 years, formal corporate career, with Eaton Corporation, one of the large diversified industrial manufacturer. Specialization in IP, worked as an IP and strategist for Eaton Corporation. Certified Bajaj test rider. I used to test Bajaj auto products before they were introduced, Dominars, KTX. That's my college project, which I did about 20 years back. So, all in all, hardcore product guy, building products, and we have a whole list of mentors from Bajaj, Hero, and all the bunch of people. I myself teach at ARN. So, a really passionate team as well as a powerful team in terms of the knowledge. Just quickly highlighting the mentor. Yeah. That's the team. Left side is the young, and the right side are the baby boomers. Some of the guys are actually sitting right now in Geneva, Switzerland for some automotive summit. So very big people. So we also have ex-director of ARAI. So I didn't show the video. There is one video where the ex-director of ARAI is riding the vehicle as well. Questions, please?
You are pre-revenue right now? Or?
Yes, we are pre-revenue right now. We are in the process of, so the customers have just loved it. Everybody knows that this will make sense. You carry more in one round. And it's not just e-commerce. E-commerce is just 10%. Because it's 3 years of research, 6 countries besides India, 15 Indian cities where we have hands-on studied how the market dynamics work, what works and what doesn't work. So standardization is one big part, which is not possible with the conventional vehicles because they are commuter vehicles. So the idea is that when we have given these vehicles to the customer, they have loved. More than 150 delivery boys have ridden it till date. Very large FMCG brands have been to our office. So they have asked for the vehicles to be deployed in their operations as a test vehicle, pilot vehicles. So that's what we are working on right now. We start revenue generation next year, somewhere around April, May.
You will be doing it in the OEM level, or after getting delivered vehicle, you will be your.
So the idea is that we tried exploring the options of contract manufacturing in India. Two-wheeler contract manufacturing is not in India. So the way it works is that a lot of ancillaries, so I come from this ecosystem, so I work with a lot of vendor partners, the same suppliers who are for Heroes or Yamahas of the world. So they are ready to provide you the components which we can build it at the facility, but the integration has to be done in-house, and that's what is the differentiation. So integration, and everybody does it. I mean, like whether you talk about Bajaj is not going to make the ECU. ECU is being manufactured by somebody else. They integrate that in the facility, and that's what we do. We can start very small. You can start assembling, let's say, a bunch of vehicles within the room itself. I get myself, so there are probably dismantle and assemble this vehicle probably at least 100 times myself. So we have made that assembly process so much simpler, we have made the manufacturing simpler, design simpler, and there is a lot of IP, and that's why we are in stealth. There is no information about us on the internet, so that we can continue filing IP. It's an OEM.
Are you bootstrapped or have you received some investments already?
So it's all internal funding, angel investment, but family and friends, no external financial investments.
How much money, if I may ask, have you guys collectively put into the company so far?
It's an extremely frugal operation, it's less than $1 million.
You're looking for $1 million.
$3 million. And this $3 million will allow us to deliver 250 vehicles also to the customer. And they are very large customers who are ready to just jump onto it because they have seen it, they have tested it, and they just love it.
I didn't ask, but the range and the speed of this vehicle, what do you...
You want to see the video?
Yeah.
The type of bits?
Sure.
Okay, please, search.
So you're saying 3 million rupees, just 30 lakhs. 3 million is $1 million. $10 lakhs. Dollars?
Yeah.
$3 million. Yeah, means rupees. There's some kind of.
So you will see the vehicle in action in overall sense.
Now this model will be in different languages, right? Like Marathi, Gujarati, all that stuff. It's an EV, it should be an EV. It should be an EV, electric. Yeah.
Confident dynamics with or without load.
Pretty cool stuff. Something where Steven Spielberg.
Superior off-road capability with 100 plus kilogram load. Exceptional balance and ergonomics. Effortless hill climb capability with 100 plus kilogram load. Up to 150 kilometers real world range. Confidence inspiring high speed stability. Great cornering control. 80 kilometers per hour top speed. Revolutionizing the last mile logistics.
Do you require the various state government and government of India approval for your changing the model of this scooter?
So there is no standard in this world which stops it from getting. Let me rephrase it. There is no standard which defines that you can increase the storage capacity. So nowhere in the world. You can design a vehicle with a greater storage capacity. An example is in case of a car, you can make a car as big as possible. You can make it 5-seater, 6, 7-seater, right? Same thing is with 2-wheelers. There is no
Because
limitation.
changing the whole structure of the vehicle, because you see that maybe.
So there is no standard. No, there is no standard. Like example is that a lot of people have asked me that what are the crash safety standards for 2-wheelers? There is no crash standard anywhere in the world for 2-wheelers.
Do you plan to add airbags?
No, airbags are actually lethal. They should not be added on a 2-wheeler because in case of an accident, you should be thrown away from the vehicle. Very important point this brings. You must have seen a lot of e-commerce guys carrying heavy bags. In event of an accident, they can actually get killed because the bag is going to pull them backwards. In our vehicle, since the vehicle and the load is separate, when the guy and the vehicle is separate, he can let go of the vehicle. His life will be safe. So next time you see an e-commerce guy carrying the heavy bag, it's illegal first of all, and it's not allowed.
This is very important what he said.
Thank you, Alok. Thank you.